Hi there. So this is lesson one of the daily math that you'll be trying. Now, here's the thing. You should have already attempted this. Attempt means try. You are just trying your best. If you don't know how to do one of these, that is okay. We would like you to try even if you don't know, because there is a lot of value to your brain if you try things that you're not sure how to do. There's not going to be a problem if you miss it, okay? But trying it and even getting it wrong, that is good for your brain. So you should have made an attempt on all 6 of these problems today, and you're just checking. But you should only spend 10 or 15 minutes trying this. Okay, so if you haven't done it yet, shut off this video, go grab your paper, and give it a shot. If you don't have your paper in front of you, pause the video, go get your paper, because you are checking the work that you did on this. So number one, so 61 times 7, and chances are good you thought, I don't know how to do 61 times 7. I haven't done multiplication, or if I did, it was smaller numbers, or it's just been a really long time. So, but you might remember that 61 times 7 means 61 groups of 7, or even 7 groups of 61. So maybe let's see, can you see what I'm doing here? You know what? Having a piece of scratch paper is a really good idea. So here's a piece of scratch paper, so we have some room. So 61 times 7. So we could take 7 61s, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 61s, and add them all up. That would work. And maybe even, boy, that seems like a really tall number. Maybe I'll do 61 plus 61. That seems easier. 2, 6 and 6 is 12, 122. Now I know that those two make 122. And another 2 will also be 122. And these will be 122. And then I have 61 left. So now I guess I'll add up some 122s. 122, 122, and 122. That's all 3 of these. And that gets me 3 2s is 6, 366. Oh, I better add this last 61. So I'm getting 427. And this is the kind of thing we want to see as a lot of scratch work. Pause the video if you didn't know how to do this. Use mine and help yourself out. Maybe you know another way, and we will learn a lot of different ways to do this, but for the first day, adding up these 761s is a pretty good strategy. So I got 427. Okay, write the words into numerical value. Numerical value just means the number. We just want to know the number. 893, 893. That one was pretty simple, but if, as far as you don't have to show a lot of scratch work, 893. But if you missed it, just fix it. Okay, now we've got to add up all these numbers, and trying to add them in my head is a bad idea. I'm going to use my scratch paper again. Let's see. I've got 731, 453. And if you wanted to add those 2 first and then add the third one afterwards, you could do that. I think I'm going to try and do all 3 at the same time. So 731, 453, 120. 3 and 1 and 0 is 4. 5 and 3 is 8. 2 more is 10. Remember, I have to regroup that 1 to the next place. And now I have 7 plus 1 is 8. Oh, 4 more, that's 12. 1 more is 13. So 13 hundreds. 1,304. So 1,304. Again, if you got lost on that, just pause the video and use your scratch paper, work it out. Just writing the answer is not as valuable as pausing the video and adding it up yourself. Okay, true or false for each comparison. So to do these comparisons correctly, I have to actually do the math. So 98 plus 5, let's see. I like to think of this one as 5 is the same as 2 plus 3. And I know that 2 goes with the 8 to make a 10. So 98 and 2 is 100. 3 more. It is 103. This one's true. 7 times 100 means 7 groups of 100. It means 7 hundreds, which means 7 times 100 would be 700. This says 7,000. There's an extra 0 there. So this one is false. 356 minus 287, they want to know, is that less than 100? Is the answer you get when you subtract this less than 100? So I'm going to have to actually subtract and find out. 356 minus 287. You know, I know that 300 minus 200 is 100. I know 87 is more than 56, so I'm going to have to use some of that 100 up. So I already know that this is going to be a number less than 100, but we'll double check. So if you recall this regrouping strategy, because I can't take 7 away from 6 without getting a negative number. So I will bring this over, make it 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. Again, I can't take 8 from 4 without getting a negative number. So I will regroup again. 14 minus 8 is 6. And 2 minus 2 is 0, so 69, which is less than 100. So 356 minus 287 is 69, and 69 is less than 100, so this one is true. Okay, and now we're just comparing. All we have to do is say, is 1,445 less than, greater than, or equal to 1,454? So let's see, the thousands are the same, the hundreds are the same, but the difference here is that 54 is more than 45. So 1,454 is greater. Okay, we are on to the last one, the pet store with the 10 tanks of fish. Before you try and solve this, picture the pet store. Picture the 10 tanks of fish. And there are 21 in each tank. How many fish does the pet store have in all? So I've got these tanks. There's my fish tank. And there's all these fish in there. And I'm not going to draw them all, but there are 21 fish. And there's 21 in every one of the 10 tanks. So this is 21 times 10. And we could go back to that first strategy and like add up all the 21s. There's 10 of them. I could remember that there's a pattern when I multiply by 10s that I'm just going to move over a place. Everything's going to move over a place. So I'm going to have 210 fish at all. We will do lessons on that pattern. So if you're not remembering that when you multiply by 10, we get 210. Don't worry, we'll go over it more and more all year long. Remember, your job was just to make an attempt on all these and then to fix your work and use your scratch paper to show what's happening. Don't just copy my answers, okay? Take this as an opportunity to learn. So there you have it, lesson one. If you didn't do all the scratch work, pause the video, rewind the video, and go back and add all your scratch paper in. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.